The Eudax DIY Dynamo Lantern. I bought this the other day on Amazon for my daughter, and I decided to put it together for her. Boy, I didn't know what I was signing up for. I wasted 2 hours of my day. It was very stressful morning. There is no way kids can do it on their own. The level of complexity, it's up there. And not only that, but the pieces that come together with the kit, they are very difficult to distinguish one from the other and their purpose. There are no clear directions with the or instructions with this kit, so you kind of figure that out on your own. Plus, the elements are so tiny that are very difficult to handle, and you will waste a lot of time just trying to get things in place. The instructions are basically a set of pictures that will tell you how it should look like, but it won't walk you through each step. So there's a lot of figuring out that you have to do in order to put this together. These yellow plastic circles will help you position each element in the right place. So basically you have to plan this out properly and measure where each component should be placed in. Rotors should be placed very tightly and aligned between components properly in order for this to work well. I started placing the motor and secured the motor with a metal piece that comes with the kit. There are two rotors. The first one is the one that comes with the handle. This is the one that I put together first. Grab one of the metal pieces and place the handle on one side. That side is the one that has a little bit of a texture to it. Get more traction, more friction in between the handle and the metal. From there, you have to work your way out in the opposite direction. So you have to place the elements in the opposite order. Starting from stopper, you put the L shape looking in, and then you put the rotor. Then you put the second L shape looking in as well, and then you put the stopper after that. The second rotor needs to be aligned with the first one, so it's very important to figure out where each element should be placed. To build a second rotor, you do the same thing. You start with the stopper, then you put the L shape looking in. The small rotor goes right in the middle of the metal, and then you have the second L shape looking in as well. After that, you have another stopper and then the rotor. The rotor needs to be tightly placed next to the rotor that's on the motor, directly on the motor. So that connection needs to be very tight and the alignment needs to be perfect. Let's place the first rotor back in the board. To ensure stability for all components, you need to leave one row in between the L-shaped supports, both vertically and horizontally. Then you need to put together the fan and also the LED light. That's a pretty straightforward. The cables, although they need to make sure that you use the connector, the white connector right there. Connect the same cables in the right channel. Reds with reds and blacks with blacks. So after I did this, I was finished, but things didn't work out for me. So I started troubleshooting. So let me show you what I did. I started disassembling the LED light and the connector. With the help of a battery, I decided to test the motor of the fan. I used the black cable on the negative side and the red cable for the positive side. And the fan worked just fine. So I knew the fan motor was working properly. To test the second motor, I used the connector, just differently this time. What I did was connected the first motor to the fan directly, placing both black cables in the same channel and the same with the red cables. So then I moved the handler and the fan worked just fine. So that meant that also the first motor was working just fine. So I placed the cables back together in the connector, and I knew that the problem was with the connections. So I decided to start playing with that and realized that the cables must be placed in a certain way where the metal portion touches the connector metal just right, and also make sure that the cable it's very tight. So try pulling it out. If it comes out, then it's not going to work out. It needs to be very securely tied in place inside the connector. So that was a problem for me. Right after that, I finished up by placing the LED light back in the connector. The short pin goes in the negative side, which is the black cable channel, and the positive is the long pin that goes on the other channel. And that was my journey with this kit. It took me a lot of time to put it together. It caused me a lot of stress and frustration, but at the end of the day, I made it work. You always get what you pay for, so this cost me $10. So next, what I'm gonna do is go one step further, and I'm going to actually, instead of having to be moving the handle to produce the energy, I'm going to actually connect this directly to a battery just to see what it does. So first I'm going to peel the cables, and then I'm going to twist the wires. The battery, I took it from my daughter's taco truck, so we're about to throw that out. So I decided to use the battery holder with the cables for this project. I'm going to remove the LED light and use the channel to actually plug my battery in. So yeah, let's remove the LED light and let's exchange that for both a red and black cables from the battery. Make sure that they're in the right channel, and yeah, it looks like everything is correct. And let's see how many batteries I need to make this work. So let's try one first, and we'll see what that does. So let's grab one in. All right, no movement. So let's go ahead and place the second one. Nothing, and there we go. We need 3 batteries for this one. And actually, the handler is moving as well. I was looking for the fan to move, but I wasn't expecting the handler to have enough power to also move the handler. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, this is a really cool project, but yeah, it will take a lot of time, and I don't think a kid by himself is gonna be able to work this. So all right, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.